Hello, beautiful people, lovers of good things, lovers of goodwill all over the globe. I bring greetings from a grateful heart. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on your time zone. Thank you so dearly for always supporting this platform. I really do appreciate. In case you are hearing our voice for the first time, or you are coming across us for the first time, we still remain your one and only Progress News, giving it to you back to back. Remember, in this platform, we react to all videos, and your opinion is highly needed. So sit back, watch this video, and
Okay, good day, ladies and gentlemen. This is Umuchuku Writers reaching you from the office of Ipob Lawyers, has been represented by Barrister Nemeka Ejiofor here in Abuja. And we have in a round table here victims and friends and families of people who are still missing that were adopted by the DSS and the other Nigerian security agencies and the army. Some of them have not been seen for a very long time. Some of those who are seated here were also victims. They were also picked up, and maybe later they were released at one time or the other. They are here to tell their stories and to give their experience and what they know concerning one or two of the missing persons that we are here gathered for. We have the father of Idara Good, who is here, that Joy Godwin Udo, who is here also. But before we continue, we have our lawyer who is here. We are going to allow him the opportunity to brief us, at least to let us know what is going on and what we ought to know. Good afternoon, Barrister.
Good afternoon.
Thank you very much. You are before Umuchuku Writers. Please, we want you called for a word press conference today regarding the missing people, especially of Igbos and Ibibio, according to what you said earlier on. So we want you to share your experience of how you've been going around trying to secure their release, at least.
Thank you very much. It has been a very Herculean task, but God is helping us. We have a couple of people, over 24 of them in my list, who were at one point or the other abducted by the Nigerian security agencies, like the Nigerian Army and the Nigerian Police and the State Security Service. These men and women of Igbo and Ibibio extraction have not been known to have committed any crime whatsoever. And that's the reason why so many of them were arrested or abducted but have not been brought before any court of law to answer to any charge. In my list, you will see people who were arrested as far back as August, May 2021, some February 2021 till today. They have neither been charged before any court of law, nor have they been released, nor have they allowed their families or their lawyers to have access to them. We have a situation where the Nigerian government and their security agencies have formed the kind of Nazi concentration camp, the kind of labor camp that Adolf Hitler formed before the World War, where Israelis were dumped and made to labor for the Nazi Germans. We have a situation where people were uprooted from their homes and taken to strange land, the land such as Kanji, somewhere in the farthest town of Niger State, very close to the borders with other countries, close to where Boko Haram and bandits are operating from. We actually don't know the reason behind taking them to such places. That we believe is to make sure that nobody sees them again. But as God will have it, we have informations courtesy of the State Security Service and the Nigerian Army acknowledging that they actually have these people in their custody. But the funny thing is that after acknowledging you have them in your custody, you refuse to bring them to court. You refuse them access to families and lawyers. And then at some point, the State Security Service and the DSS and the Nigerian Army and the police will start trading blames as to who has them. We have a situation where the Nigerian Army, for instance, arrested Ikechukwu Henry as far back as August of 2021 and claimed that they have transferred him to the State Security Service, Abuja. The State Security Service came to court and said, no, you have not transferred him to us. We don't even know who you are talking about. We don't have him. So our question as family and lawyer is, where did you take him to? Where is he? Have you killed him? You know, these days in Nigeria, it has become rampant for human beings to be murdered and their human parts sold to those who want to use it for charms. So I don't know if the Nigerian Army has condescended so low to that level Otherwise, where is our client, Ikechukwu Henry? Where is our client, Idara Gold? You arrested her, for instance, in Enugu on the 8th of November, 2021. Until today, despite orders of court, despite plea, despite visitation by the father, despite several letters written by lawyers, to have access to her, so as to even get her full brief, you refused that access. So we believe that it is possible she may have been subjected to very horrible, excruciating, negative, embarrassing experience that the SSS want to sweep under the carpet. The same thing with my colleague, Barrister Pius Awoko, who led about 14 other men from Ebonyi State to witness the trial of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu on the 26th of July, 2021, only for them to be accosted on their way back in Lokoja on the allegation that it is possible that they came to terrorize Abuja. It's funny. When you have such huge allegation or claim against individual, shouldn't it be enough for you to quickly arraign them before a court of law? Why are you hiding them wherever you are hiding them? Why did you take them to Kainji Dam, as you claim? Now, the funny thing is that the Nigerian army has also deposed to affidavit that nobody brought anybody to Kainji Dam, that the SSS have not told us the truth. That's what the Nigerian army said. That the SSS did not bring these men to Kainji or into their custody in whatsoever place. We have people, these are people's fathers, people's husbands, men and women of integrity, men and women who believe in themselves. You simply disappear them from civilization. You simply disappear them from the protection of every law. When you arrest somebody or abduct somebody and takes him to a place where no other person sees him, only you, that is not only abduction, it's kidnapping. Just like they did to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, I will give it the beautiful name, extraordinary rendition. It simply means kidnapping. The way Boko Haram and bandits kidnap people. Because the definition of kidnapping is to remove somebody from his place to some other place without protection of law. So irrespective of the authority, irrespective of the institution that does it, provided you are acting beyond and outside the content of law, it is a crime against humanity. It amounts to crime against the laws of Nigeria. It is kidnapping. Now, the Mekan Gonade went to Lagos to buy goods. On his way back somewhere in Ore, he was arrested by the State Security Service operatives and brought to Abuja with all his goods, worth over 40 million naira. Till today, as we speak, the family of Emeka Gonade have not set eyes on him. Nobody, apart from those in detention with him at that time. It was just by grace of God that one of them who was in detention was released, and he brought us those information. And upon those information, we went to court. And the State Security Service agreed now that yes, we have him, but we have taken him to the Nigerian Army Detention Facility in Kainji Dam. And we asked, under what law, by what authority, would you transfer a civilian from a civilian custody to a military custody? Are we in a state of emergency? Are we no longer in a democratic situation? Have we gone beyond democracy, the rule of law? So, there are so many of them. Pastor Gole, a 75-year-old man, the wife, is this the wife? Arrested, together with the younger brother, together with the wife and daughter, brought to Abuja. Eventually, they released the daughter, released the wife after over 1 year and 4 months. Now, where is their father? Where is their uncle? They have removed those ones beyond where the law can reach them. So those ones, as I speak to you now, are not enjoying the protection of any law. The police, that is by IRT, are using those ones maybe as laborers in their various farms. So there is a need for us to tell the world what is actually happening under the federal government of General Muhammad Buhari. This country has gone far and beyond democracy. It is no longer practicing rule of law. Otherwise, the Constitution says you should provide the person before a court of law within 48 hours maximum. But as I speak to you now, some of them are getting to 2 years of detention without trial, without even a single document filed in any court of law on their behalf.
Okay. Thank you very much, Barrister. You are a lawyer, a professional at that. Is there any piece or wherever it's documented in the Constitution of Nigeria that the Nigeria security operatives have the right to detain individuals, no matter their crime, and not bring them to court?
That's what I've said. The Constitution says if you have arrested somebody for whatever crime, no matter the crime, you must bring him before a court of law within 48 hours. In other words, if you bring him before a court of law, if you detain him beyond 48 hours, you have breached the Constitution.
So how best can we describe what is happening
Barbaric.
in the administration under the administration of Major General Muhammad?
We describe it as barbaric. We're in a state of nature where Thomas Hobbes says that the life of man is brutish, short, and nasty. Without, it's like the animal, the jungle, the animal kingdom. Everybody for himself, nobody for us. So that is the situation we find ourselves in Nigeria today. The law has collapsed completely. No institution obeys the law. Judgments of courts are not obeyed. I have the judgment of Idara Godwin here. The judgment of Idara Godwin is here, where the court, Federal High Court, number 11, presided over by Justice Mara. This is the judgment of the court. And it says, allow this girl to go, or charge him before a court of law. Allow her access to parents and lawyer. And as I speak to you today, the SSS have not allowed us access to her. They've not allowed the father access to her. So we have written to the SSS. This is the letter we wrote, just in case they pretend they don't have the judgment. We wrote a letter to the State Security Service on this, forwarding a copy of the judgment to them to allow us access to our client in accordance with the judgment of court. And up to today, as I speak to you, the SSS have acted as if they are done. They don't talk anymore. They don't write.
So in this case now, in the situation we're in, you've seen the case of young lady Godwin, a young lady that, according to what we heard, is visited a friend in Enugu and was adopted the same day and taken to Abuja, and it's 11 months now. Nobody has seen or heard anything from her. We have a woman here also who complained how her husband pastor was abducted, and including a junior brother was also abducted at the same time, including herself and their daughter.
And this one, February last year again, your husband, till today. Nobody has seen that one.
So in all these cases now, we've seen, you say you've written letter, done everything legally possible, to free these your clients, or at least set your eyes on them, know at least how their health conditions and all that. And yet the authorities, the Nigerian authorities and the security, forces are not allowing or yielding to law. What exactly is needed to, he said that, according to English, he said objects are not moved unless a force is added to it. What force is needed to be added to these laws to see them being obeyed or being, practiced?
Well, thank you. I told us that we already have a judgment of court, which ought to be obeyed without questioning. Even if you want to question it, even if you want to go on appeal, you must first of all obey it. But we have a situation where the security agencies of the Federal Republic of Nigeria under General Muhammad Buhari have become laws unto themselves. They have on their own chosen that they must always disrespect the laws of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. They have on their own, with their eyes open, clearly chosen that they can never respect the court of law, no matter which court. But as I told you, we'll keep fighting. We'll keep pushing. We'll push it both nationally and internationally. You cannot mess up Nigeria, you cannot mess up this country, then tomorrow you want to go and enjoy Canada, you want to go and enjoy USA, you want to go and enjoy Britain. If you want your country to be like Britain and Canada, do it in this country by, first of all, start obeying the laws of Nigeria. You cannot come here and disrespect our law, then tomorrow you travel abroad with your children to go and enjoy. So we're going to push to the extent that the heads of these organizations should not be allowed into developed countries. If they want to travel, they can go to Ukraine, where they are fighting war.
Okay.
Or go to Kanjidan. They should not be allowed access into developed world, into a country or nations that have respect for rule of law. Because they will simply transport, if the disrespect, they will transport their impunity to those countries. They will go there and corrupt those nations.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Barrister. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yes, thank you very much. We're ending this session now.
Thank you very much.
My word, that brings us to the end of this beautiful update. Do wait to like this video, share and subscribe. The best thing for you to do is to join this family by smashing on that red subscribe button that says subscribe and turn on the bell icon for more latest updates. See you when I see you. From me to you, I say bye.